Does anybody remember the last time they were actually excited for a match for an Intercontinental Championship? I don't count the ladder match from WrestleMania because it was just a huge cluster mess, but to that point, I wasn't really excited for it anyways. Dolph Ziggler vs. Rey Mysterio was pretty good from SummerSlam '09. A match during the feud between Chris Jericho and Mysterio in '09. '09 was a pretty good year for the Intercontinental Championship. And Cody Rhodes did some good stuff with the belt back in 2011. But it seems like for the last 3 or 4 years or so, winning the Intercontinental Championship spells complete disaster for a man's career, and most would probably be better off without it. Yes, it was something of a forgotten title that wasn't treated with much dignity or respect well before the last few years, but not nearly as bad as it has become. After the 2015 edition of the Royal Rumble, Dean Ambrose decided that he wanted to have his face etched into the history of the IC title and begin a quest that targeted the then champion Wade Barrett. He even taped the man to the ring post and threatened to pretty much kill him if he wasn't given a shot. Suddenly, it looked like things were about to happen. It was exciting. Only for a moment, though. Ambrose was disqualified in one of the worst DQ spots when he was beating Barrett down in the corner and wasn't stopped until the referee called a DQ. And for whatever reason, it was over just like that. Imagine how many times Stone Cold Steve Austin would have been DQ'd if the referee got involved every time he attempted to stomp a mud hole in somebody and then walk it dry. Anyway, Dean took the disqualification and a title belt along with him, and was started as a journey toward what he deemed an immortality match at WrestleMania, and instead turned into a comedic build-up towards a multi-man ladder match. Granted, I did enjoy the ridiculous game of hot potato that went on as WrestleMania neared, especially when R-Truth was involved. But out of nowhere, it went from what appeared to be Dean Ambrose poised to bring back a level of respect to the belt to a joke that had a completely different outcome than what was expected. To top it off, Dean moved on and stopped caring about it after it was him that made a big deal of it in the first place. At least Daniel Bryan ended up winning, so it looked like all was well, at first. He defended the title in a spectacular match the following night against Dolph Ziggler, and at long last there was hope for the title division. Of course, Bryan had to go and get hurt again, so that little plan went right out the window. When the title was given a chance to be defended for the first time inside the Elimination Chamber, due to Bryan having to relinquish the belt, I perked up again. Ryback was my odds-on choice, and he did indeed receive the belt after a hellaciously bad, historically bad Elimination Chamber match. But the match aside, they made it look important by having Bryan hand the belt over to Ryback and congratulating him. Then the first challenger was The Big Show. Then The Miz got involved. And now it's a triple threat with Ryback defending against Big Show and Miz. That's a pretty downhill slide, really fast. Not only are Show and Miz two of the most stale characters going today, but neither man is in a position in which they can put together good work that will help Ryback look good as a champion. The mid-card has become so thin that there aren't enough men to compete for both the IC belt as well as the US Championship. If John Cena wasn't holding the ladder right now, I'd expect that the promotion would be nearing the decision to just merge the titles together and just get it over with. Because as long as Ryback heals up properly and gets past Miz and Big Show, there's still a fighting chance that this might all work out, but I'm not going to hold my breath.